My mom didn't allow me to have anybody over the house when she wasn't home.
Yeah,
so
well,
who's paying attention to that?
I guess you chose to respect your mother, because a lot of women I know, as soon as they knew the mama wasn't home, I had friends in the 6th and 7th grade that was on birth control because they was fucking. And their mothers knew they was, when their mama went home, they would sneak. I'm talking about grown men, like I said, wait until their ass get right, because they be around the corner. When my grandmama sent me to the store, whispering, talking about they were going to wait on me till I got ripe and got a little older. You know, and then it didn't never go no further because, you know, my grandmama, she's still living. Big Kate is 5'10" and 250. So you them niggas knew when she came out the house with a paper sack. See, I don't know if you know about, well, you from Georgia, you know about them country women. They carry their pistol, a long-nosed pistol, paper sack. When she had that wrinkle-up paper sack with that grease on it, they get the fuck on. They didn't have opportunity to bust my ass open when I was damn right, like you said.
With the grease on it.
Because you know how something you have a grease on it.
Yep. You know what's in there. You know what's in there. You know by the way she's holding it. You know what she got.
She's a little pistol in the damn But when she wasn't there, it was somebody else in the hood. Because even though I grew up in the projects down here, we had the next door neighbors. We had my grandmama, my great-grandmama, Miss Green. It was always somebody. We couldn't do nothing. Because they always had a designated chaperone for your ass.
Yep. That goes back to when it was a village.
Yeah.
When we had the village raising our kids. When we had Miss Green down the street, Mama, everybody knew your business. I knew. If Miss Green knew down the street that I did something wrong, I was getting 2 ass whoopings.
Girl, yes. We got them, too, in front of them.
Yep.
And
yep.
I wanted to say, too, I apologize to everybody. I don't know what's going on, but nobody can get into the chat room today. Some people just sent me a message that it's not that they didn't want to come, but they cannot get in. People are locked out of the chat room. So for those that are listening on the phone, I definitely appreciate you. I thank you, and believe me, I'm taking notice all these times of having all these technical difficulties, and so-called technical experts from Blog Talk Radio or listening to my show, but then I'm still having technical problems. They're not correcting the problems. Every day I have a technical problem. So I'm going to deal with it. Don't worry, y'all. I'm going to take care of it. I don't even know how long I'm going to be on here since I see this continue to go on. But while I'm here, I just want to let you know that I appreciate you all listening to my show and supporting me the best way you can and listening on the phone. I'm going to take some more calls because, girl, you know me and you talk all the time.
I know. All right. I'm listening.
Thank you for calling. Okay. So while I'm here, 215, are you there? Do you have a question or comment, or you just listening? 215.
No, just listening.
Thank you for listening. 510. Let me see. 510. Are you there? Are you just listening, or would you like to say something or ask a question?
I actually have a comment. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you.
Okay. Alexyss, thank you so much for doing this show. Thank you so much for not being silent. Thank you so much for being as vocal as you are.
You all right?
You okay?
I heard somebody call saying, you all right?
Yeah, I heard them too. I just wanted to throw a comment out there that you were talking about, you know, because I too grew up in a household where, you know, in abuse, and tried to tell my mother as a child, and, you know, in her death, I've accessed my vagina power. I've accessed the fact that she too was dealing with wounds of sexual abuse, molestation, and that's why she married a man who did the same thing. Mm. And thank God I left home at 16 and embarked on my own healing path. But when I did get out of the house, you know, what I did notice more than anything was all the men who were waiting for that fragmented, broken female child to just stroll up on the sidewalk with her eyes looking as big as they want to be, waiting to be filled, waiting to be validated. And I got caught up so many times, 1, 2, 3, even this last time with especially older men, because I'm 26, you know, and, you know, I thought, well, I'm mature, I'm this, that, or the other, but it's these older men who see this in these young girls and say, yeah, I'm going to play your game, but I'm going to still manipulate you in this way and that way and get what I want and not give you what you need.
Yes.
And we really do have to take it upon ourselves. You know, he asked me after that whole relationship ended, he said, why did you tell this, that, or the other? Why did you say this or that? So that if anybody else sees you with another young woman, they will let her know. It's dirty. It's not for you. Stay away. Stay far away. And it really does start with us because we are the seed. We are the soil. You know, and if you put a tainted seed in that soil, then every product that you get will be tainted. I took it upon myself to say I'm not having a child. I'm not bringing a child into this world and passing that generational wound onto my daughter. It stops here. The cycle stops now. When I tried to tell my mom at 9 years old, he's trying to touch me. He did this. He did that. She said, oh,
you there?
So that shut my intuition down. That shut my capacity to say, well, this feels right, that feels wrong.
Wait a minute, what did she say? You blacked out. I didn't hear you when you told her at 9.
When I told her at 9, I said, you know, he's trying to touch me. He did this, he did that. She said it was probably a mistake. That he was, you know, he had a few drinks and, you know, don't worry about it, I'll talk to him. But for me, that shut my intuition down. That shut me down to say, no, that was wrong. And you're supposed to protect me from that, and you just pushing it aside like, oh, well, you know, blase, blase. So, and it took me until now, 25. At 25, I'm finally saying, no, my intuition is my best friend. It's the strongest thing I have running. And I knew that was wrong then, you know, and in her death, she's come to me in my dreams. I'm so thankful for that, to tell me, you know, I apologize. Let me show you what happened to me in my life. Let me show you the things I experienced. And she affirmed to me that, yes, my intuition was correct. Yes, I need to use it from now on. It's going to be my saving.
I'm so proud of you. You got it so early. You got it so young. I'm so glad that so many women are waking up and healing and realizing it's so important to know your mother's past, and that even in her transition, her subconscious mind, her spiritual self is still intact. She's still alive. She can still communicate with you, and she chose to come to you on another plane and try to help you get healing and peace by telling you how she was in so much turmoil in her own spirit because that was her past.
Yeah, and she couldn't. You know, like you were saying early in the show, the pain was so immense for her that she chose to just stuff her face or ignore or become silent or completely lethargic to what had happened in her life. So she was unable to even address her own pain in life. It wasn't until death. That's where I can really see how the womb, connecting to the uterus, connecting to the fallopian tube, does extend to the spiritual realm, does extend to the soul, because now she has the space where she doesn't feel that pain, and she can embark on telling the truth to me, her daughter.
I'm getting chills while you just said that, how deep the rabbit hole goes, and how past the uterus, the cervix, the fallopian tubes, the egg, girl, into the, like I said, she got the keys to the keys. She got one set, another set. And this is unfortunate that we don't know. Ain't nobody told us this. We should have been taught this when we in our mother's womb. You know, our mothers are so dynamic and divine that all we got to do is think about having a baby. And when you decide this when I want it, this the year, this the date, this the month I want it, and this is what I want. Because that's what I said when I was a teenager. I said, I'm going to have my first son, my first baby going to be a son. I'm going to give birth to a son. And I never got that confirmed while I was pregnant. The ultrasound couldn't detect it, so the baby won't open his leg. I said, that's fine, honey, 'cause I already know what I got. They said, how you not? I know. My first child is a son. I might not have no more, but this is what I wanted, and this is what I visualized when I was a teenager. See, the womb of the woman, especially the one that has been told that she means the less, the womb of the